specific offer. Like any roadblocks that are like that are in your way currently, raise your hand in the group and I can give you some insights, some resources that are either in the free community. We got some people in the paid community as well that I can help you out with that as well. So what do you guys got for me? What's some roadblocks you guys got right now? If you guys go ahead and you feel free to unmute yourself, go for it. Got some good ones. Anybody got anything?
AJ,
What up, David?
nice to meet you. And I think you asked where we're tuned in from. I'm in Montreal, so in
Hey,
the
yes.
in the 51st state of America right now.
No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment.
So I've had my offer for a little while, but I did a little session with Dan and realized like okay, there's a few things I want to add to make it a little bit more robust in terms of uh, like I guess what is there's guides and stuff like that that I want to kind of create.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, is there a way that you've found to help that creative process go a little bit faster? Like I'm talking about tools and stuff like that because I tend to get bogged down because I want to add everything. And
Yeah.
then I realize like, man, I just want to have it and not spend a crazy amount of time building it out. I have a few things, but I recognize like if I build out a few more, the offer just gets even more irresistible. I'm just curious to know if anybody has or you have any tools that can help me build out some more products to go with the offer.
Okay, sick. So, yeah, 1000%. So, Dan and I, we talk about this a lot. And it's something that's, a little backstory, right? I was a fitness coach, right? And now I work directly with fitness coaches. That's basically what my niche is, right? I mean, actually, a lot of people are, applies reach out without requesting. Cool. So you want to just have your offer, guys, be okay with the fact that it may change. Like it may change. So, like, number one, be okay with that because I can pretty much guarantee you that the offer that you pick right now will probably change in a couple weeks, couple months. Who knows? Okay. What I like to do is like usually like if the feeling when you're just starting off, you're like, okay, like AJ, I feel like I can help everybody. We all feel like we can help everybody, right? I can help with this. Like I had one coach one time, he told me, he's like, hey, look, I want to do personal training and I want to be a healer. I want to open up chakras. I want to do all that stuff, right? And I'm like, that's just way too much stuff. That's just way too much stuff. Your offer, like for example, like what is your offer, David?
So it's a 90-day health transformation for military veterans.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's like it could be something simple like it's a health when you say health, right? Can you like expand on that? Like is it just mental health or is it like
It's
physical
no,
health?
no. I focus on the key pillars, which are fitness, nutrition, and chronic pain resolution. So I base it off my what I call the Beast Body Blueprint. So it's a 5-step process over the 90 days, and we help them through that. And it's no different than any other like health and fitness program. It's just that
Yeah, 1000%.
you're a veteran with veteran language, and we tackle things. Chronic pain is one of the main issues within the community, so we tackle that as well.
What do you see as the main, and this is good for everyone, right? Because you guys, whatever your avatar is, like, what would you say is the main like factor that you see from like these your target avatar? Like, what's in a main pain point? Like, if you were to give me one.
Um, they feel guilty for letting themselves go because most of them are dads. So
Okay.
we're majority men. So they want to get their energy levels up. And that is because they've put on too much weight. So it's essentially a weight loss program
Then
that builds back up their confidence.
I firmly believe your offer should be I help military men, right? Lose weight and build muscle in less than 90 days. Like, keep it simple. Like, don't overcomplicate it, right? Especially too with everything in the military, like the mind, the psyche, everything, right? Because you could probably feel like, oh my God, they go through this, they go through that, right? Have that offer. They're gonna come to you Because this is how any business runs, guys, right? It's like when you put an offer out, you're gonna get a filter. People are gonna come, and then you're gonna realize, okay, what stays, like who's coming now, what are they asking for? Like what are they asking for? You gotta let the customer, the consumer, your client, your future client, ask you, okay, AJ, like, or David, I need this. Hey, David, can you talk a little bit more about this? And if you're utilizing school, fully 1000 understand, guys, for your offer, if you're using school, be okay with the fact that, and this is straight from Hormozy, this is straight from Sam Ovens, people are going to consume the community more than they consume the classroom. 1000%. So you can create this whole behemoth of a course about this, about that, and overcomplicate it. But understand that people will consume the community like that. Like whatever tabs you have, use it. So like for you, for example, like if your offer is like, military man, right? You can have like, the weight loss tab, you can have like, psyche tab, like anything. If you have utilize the tabs. They're fun, and then you funnel people in, and then you realize, oh, you know what? They really needed this. They really needed that. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to make modules for that. That's how any business and even primarily on school, guys, and for your coaching offer, start advertising as long as you feel like a good 70-ish%.
Hello.
Just
My name is Betania. I'm calling you from
let me mute that. Sorry, guys. As long as you have like a good feel of it, launch it. So hope that answered your question. What else you guys got for me? Any other questions specifically?
I got some questions.
What up, Jay?
Hey. So I have kind of an intangible offer. It's tough to sell mindset sometimes, right? So it's
Yes,
like
1000%.
5 steps on how you can eliminate procrastination and stop self-sabotage and step into your best self, etc. So what's the best way, fastest way, creative way to test multiple offers at once, that will be more tangible, etc., so that I can go see, okay, this one works really well. I'm going to go make a webinar on it.
Launch one, kind of goes with David, right? Launch a coaching offer that you feel aligned with. Launch it, like for a couple weeks, a couple months, right? And then if it's growing, cool, then stick with that. If you feel like, I'm launching this, but no one's biting, then you may know, okay, hey, like your offer's not good. And then you need to go to something different. Right. But
how can I test it with paid ads, like multiple at once, and then see, okay, this one's doing well. I'm going to go make a full-on webinar about it.
Oh, it's that simple. Like, so depending on what you can go the most simplest way, like run a follow me ad on what you're doing. And then when the people are coming to you, obviously use a sell by chat method. I don't know if you're in the paid community. If you're not, it's fine. There's like a sell by chat method where you message them and then you see like when you're conversating with them, like you see who bites. And then you see, all right, cool. Like they wanted this, they wanted that. They're biting on this. Like if you're really trying to test it, just test it with the follow me ad. It's no different. And I tell the fitness coaches I work with, it's like, you guys obviously like, when you sit down and watch TV, right? If you sit down and watch TV, you're probably going to see the same commercial pop up majority of the time, right? Like I love watching UFC, right? They post like a lot of Burger King commercials, right? They post a product. It was like a new burger and they're posting it and they're going to probably do some matrix in a couple of days, in a couple of months, weeks, whatever, how many people went to go buy that burger. And then they'll know if they're going to keep the product or not. When you guys are all coaches in different things, right? Some of you guys are fitness, some of you guys are mindset, chakras, healers, whatever it is, right? It's important that you guys understand that. You need to think like a business owner, right? You need to align. Like Dan talks about being aligned with your offer, but you also got and accepting an identity. You are a business owner. Like you are launching a business. You are trying to, get clients. You're trying to sell to those clients and you're trying to keep them. It's the same thing a business owner would do. The only difference is that you probably don't have a brick and mortar store. It's all online. So number one, like really fully accept that you are a business owner, like 1000%. So market it, test it. If it's cool, keep going with it. If it doesn't, you change it up. Simple as that. Just a lot of you guys, I'm assuming some of you guys struggle with offer, like your offer. It's just like a lot of times, guys, you just gotta do it. Like you just gotta like F it, I'm going with this. And then you feel okay, you feel aligned with it, and then you just figure it out along the way. I'm sorry. Like you could take dance training in the free community if you're just in the free community, and it's a great training. Like it's one of the first trainings I took, right? But it's like, the perspective that I like to change, and I'll move on to the next thing, is that with your offer, here's the great thing about it, right? Is when you're going full throttle with your offer may change because you may change as an individual and as a person. And that's okay. And that's okay. Your offer may change because you change as a person. So, I'm not going to get all evangelical, but preach a message. But that's basically it. What else you guys got? Omar, what up, my guy?
What's up, AJ?
What up, G?
So my question is not necessarily going towards the offer. It's more towards Dan has this concept of honeypots where there's your target audience in a particular area or place or wherever it is. My challenge at the moment is finding different honeypots. I had one that me and Dan worked through, but it seems that honeypot or that the group is moving towards a different direction. So right now, my challenge, other than ads, obviously we can always find people with ads and do the messages and the cold calling and messaging, all that. Other than ads, where or how would I find my honeypots? Because it's and then this is my offer. I help empaths get healthy relationships. So I guess I'm focusing empaths right now, and then obviously, like you said, we could do a million things, but I want to focus on one and get the idea and see the market, and then later on I can expand. But right now I want to focus on one thing.
That makes sense. Do you run ads?
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, like, what's your ad budget per day?
About 15 to 25.
And how long you been running it for?
I guess ever since I joined, like maybe 2-3 months.
And so right now do you feel like, okay, so are you asking for your honeypot like organically too?
Organically, because what I'm seeing is the ads haven't yet set a point to my particular audience, because it's still bringing me a lot of people and the followers and all this, but there are a lot of private accounts, and I am doing the messages and doing the work and effort, but not so much replies and all this. So that's why I was looking at school groups and different areas, maybe in person, just like different places, so I won't be just focusing on one thing.
So you're doing paid ads, which is good. Another, like, I'll give you like a method that I used to do, right? It's a very simple method. It's just, look, guys, when it comes to like, I want everyone to understand this, okay? And Dan says this a lot, okay? There's two ways you can grow. You can grow organically, or you can grow with paid ads. That's it. That's the only two ways. They will both get you to your destination. But do you want to get there on a horse, or do you want to get there on a Lamborghini? You pick. Like, that is it. Like, if anybody in here discovers a different way, do me a favor, message me, because me and Dan will make a lot of money doing that. There are no other ways. I'm sorry, guys. There are no other ways. Organic and paid ads. That's it. Okay. So right now, guys, and this is a good for if you guys don't have an ad budget, right? And let's say you don't have an ad budget, right? But this is going to apply to Omar, and this is going to apply to every single person on here if you do not have an ad budget. Okay. Organic will take more time. It will. It's going to take more of your time. Okay. So let's ask I'm going to ask you a question, Omar, and then I'm going to address everybody, but it will also be pertaining to you. How many people do you outreach to a day?
Depending on the follows, I would say 3 to 5.
3 to 5 people a day?
Yeah.
Okay. What about without the follows?
Without the follows, I'm only reaching out to either people who message me or following. So that's the thing. I don't know where my honeypots are, and based on what me and Dan talked about in the other groups, I should only be giving value and not trying to reach out to them, because I'm separating value and what I'm trying to offer. So if I let the universe bring them to me, but I'm just going to keep giving value, and I'm not expecting any in return. But so this is why also Hormozi says the same thing. When you give value, give value. Don't try to mix the two. Yeah.
So you can go on Instagram, type in people, follow them, and leave engaging comments on. Everyone could do this. Leave engaging comments on people, like not asking for anything, like just simply like, I like to, whenever I respond to people's like posts or whatever it is, I always like responding to like with a very strong positive statement or like with a question. So that's one way to find your honeypot on Instagram. That can take like, I spend like, I kid you not, like when I first started as a fitness coach on Instagram back in 2020, like I was a private coach before that. But when I really went full throttle, I would spend like, I kid you not, like 2 hours a day organically, like just going on different people's pages, like typing in like Planet Fitness near me, this near me, this near me, right? On my phone, muting all notifications, and then just messaging and just like following these people and leaving engaging comments. That's one way you can do it. And I guarantee you spend like an hour a day. Like there's no reason why you can't find your exact honeypots. That's number one. Number two is you can go on Facebook, type in different Facebook groups, right? It's because it's gonna take a lot of time. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna take a lot of time. But if you I'm not a big believer. I was like, oh, I wish I would have done this, right? I'm sorry, I regret not doing this. But what I wish I could have done back when I first started as a fitness coach online back in 2020 is I wish I would have done everything the same, but I would have combined that with some paid ads. But I didn't. I just did it all organically. And I kid you not, Omar, I probably spend like 2 hours a day doing all that stuff. If you do 2 hours a day on your phone, like you also do like searching for your honeypots, like you guys, all honeypots are basically the references, guys, for those of you guys for context, it's like where your customers are at. There's no reason why you wouldn't be able to find your customers if you do like that simple stuff. Like if I do this for the coaches too. Like if you gave me your exact offer and you're like, AJ, this is my offer, this is my avatar. You send it to me, I can pretty much guarantee you that I can probably find your exact avatar, no problem. And just follow them. That's it. Just follow them and leave an engaging comment. That's it. That's it. So that's what I would do extra. Like I would still do the follow me ads and still all the ads. But if you feel like it's not working, then you need to like take the initiative and just extend your hand now. Be like, hi, my name's Omar. Great post. How long have you been doing that for? Sick. That's it. Don't even ask for a sale. If they follow you back, don't even like ask for anything. Like just give value. You know, last thing before I move on to the next one, guys, is think about this, okay? Instagram, I'm really going to pertain to Instagram, okay? Instagram is like a busy highway, okay? It is going 100 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour. So sometimes a lot what coaches do worldwide is that they're standing on the theoretically side of the freeway and they're saying, hey, my name is AJ. Oh, okay. Hey, my name is David. Oh, no. Hey, my name is Jake. Like, no, they're not going to stop. Because especially nowadays, our society is like, doom, with TikTok. You know, right now, if you're, you know, it's not banned right now, the 90 days, right? But Instagram, you're like, boom, 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 boom. So people are just swiping, right? Don't take that method where you're trying to sell them when they're going 100 miles an hour with whatever content you're doing. Your job is to create engaging content or to create engaging posts or to do something of value to get them to stop, go into your theoretic store, which in this frame is your Instagram, and to get them to say, oh, what's this? Then that's where you can say, hi, my name is Omar. You know, thank you so much for joining. What brings you in today? Like that is the method. 100 miles an hour. Your job on social media is to get them to stop on your page and to be like, okay, cool. Like what's going on here? Like that's it. So you can't find your honeypots with paid ads. Me personally, like I did before, I grabbed the bull by the horns and I'm going to go Winnie the Pooh and find that honey. Like I will find it. Like I am gonna find it. Like bro, I will find it. I'll find whatever your guys' honey pots. I guarantee you, I can find it. It's not that hard if you just type it in. Honestly, especially in today's society. So that's my question. If you spend an hour a day in your accountability like stuff, challenge yourself for an hour a day just doing that, and I could promise you that you will get clients. Sound good? Sorry, another little rant, guys. What you guys got for me? Another one. Go ahead and unmute yourself. You guys can. Oh, actually, go ahead and raise your hand if you can. That'd be great. That'd be absolutely killer. Raise your hand if anybody got any questions about their offer. You know, if not, just rant for the next 9 minutes. Any roadblocks you guys have? We got a lot of new people. What's up, Teresa? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi there. Yeah,
Hi.
I'm a new person. I communicated with you briefly online about the offer prompt, actually.
Sick.
And I'm very much new in the whole business launch as well. I'm at the very beginning stages, really. And I'm launching a telemedicine practice
Awesome.
geared to midlife women and men, but mostly it will be women, I'm sure, seeking this out,
Okay.
doing bioidentical hormone replacement therapy and some lifestyle interventions around that. Um, I'm I'm really juggling with, in part, the problem is I haven't really practiced. I've been full-time parenting for the last 17 years. It's been
Oh, good
17
job.
years.
Kudos to you. Kudos to you.
Thank you. Yeah, that was the hardest job of all,
Yes,
frankly.
I firmly agree with you.
Yep. So I'm, having to refresh, but and I mean that's possible. A lot of that medical information is just something you study, but I also need to be able to overcome that threshold of, well, what have you been doing? Where are your testimonials? How do we
Yep.
know? Um, so there's that piece. I'm juggling a million pieces with just trying to figure out all the platforms, the electronic health record, how does it communicate with texting? How does it stay as automated as possible, avoid overbooking, be HIPAA compliant, all those things.
Okay.
And so then as I'm trying to sort of in parallel work on the marketing, and essentially I feel like I'm not that ready because the offer isn't completely clear. I have questions like, is Instagram really a platform for telemedicine of this kind?
Yeah.
Obviously this shares similarities with other kinds of coaching. And in fact, physical fitness is kind of an interesting model to me, but
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, just looking for very first baby steps and things I can be doing in parallel.
All right, Teresa. Everyone. Kudos, Teresa. Great chatting with you. Okay. I'm gonna answer your question, but I'm gonna speak to everybody because this is absolutely great. Okay. Um, when it comes to getting started, okay, and this is what this is always what I practice. Okay. Fully understand that your content will always be, your content could always be better. Okay. Your methods could always be better. The only way you're gonna get better is by number one, just start doing it. Like start posting about it, right? Start building up some traction, start building up some confidence. And don't really feel like there is like one exact way that you need to do it. My advice to you right now is what I would do is make an Instagram, which I don't know if you already have it. Okay. And just make an offer, whatever you feel like aligned with, like whatever you feel like, okay, I can do this. Start making posts about it, not asking for any money. Like you don't need to ask for money right away. Like, guys, look, I'm 31. I've been in sales since like 2012. I love the sales process. Like I love it. I don't know. I've always loved it. Okay. So for me to tell you this advice, what I'm about to tell you, AJ from 10 years ago was screaming. Okay. Make posts. Don't ask for any money. Just whatever it is your offer is, like, and give value. Like, hey, like, these are like 3 ways you can do blank. Hey, this is 5 ways you can do blank. And just build up that traction, build up that confidence. And as you're building up that confidence, Teresa, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, I kind of like this. Just right now, focus on giving. Don't focus on even taking any money. And I hear AJ right now from 10 years ago screaming in my ear, like, what did we become? No, but it's the right way to do it. Like just give, and make an Instagram, whatever you feel aligned with, the most aligned within your offer, whatever you feel is that you are knowledgeable in, and just post content about that. Build up the confidence, keep it simple. And as time goes on, days, weeks, you'll get the rhythm of it. But just right now you're at the starting line. Just get off the line and go step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5.
Okay. I don't know, maybe you have more, but one question that comes to mind is, what are the simple tools you can share with me for making the content on Instagram? Because I do have an Instagram account, but short of uploading a photo and going through their built-in filters, I don't really know what else to do with it.
To be honest with you, what I would do if I was you is I would say CapCut, but you can't even use CapCut right now. But which if you're in the US, of course.
CapCut works.
Oh, it works now? All right,
Back
cool.
up
Never
today.
mind. All right, cool. Sick. Actually going to be really beneficial for me. All right, cool. Never mind. You can use CapCut, but what you can do, Teresa, just to keep it very, very simple, is grab your phone and just talk. That's it. Grab your phone and just talk. And just keep it simple. And then a couple days, couple weeks, you'll build up some traction. Just grab your phone and talk. Use the Instagram app. Use your phone, the actual camera app. And you'll be good. Just simplicity is king, and Dan is a big believer at that. Like keeping it simple, and just do that in the beginning. That's what I did when I first made my school account. I hadn't had this microphone. I didn't have anything behind me. I just had this desktop in front of me, and my first about page video was terrible. Like I look back on it. Yesterday. I'm like, I started laughing. Right, dude. I had no microphone. It sounded like I was in a cave, and that's me. And then now it got better. So you got this, Teresa.
Okay. Thanks, AJ.
Got you. Got another question. Christy.
Hey, Jay, you and I have chatted a bit.
Sweet.
So I have a brick and mortar. I've been in a brick and mortar for 10 years. I
Okay.
have enough income to keep the brick and mortar open, but I'm trying to get out of the brick and mortar because I'm 63 and in a couple of years I want to be able to semi-retire and just take everything online. I have put a whole bunch of pieces in place. I've done a lot of. Okay, well, I'm just going to cut to the chase because we don't have much time. What I'm
You're
doing at the moment, the plan at the moment is that new clients, I am not taking on any more brick and mortar clients
Okay.
or big ticket offers, if you will. I have two schools. I have a free and I have a paid ticket one. And so what I've done right now is I still have people coming in. I still have leads generating. All of that is still good. Everybody wants to come to my office and work with me, and I'm basically saying I am not available.
Okay. Okay.
And sending them all to the paid site because I don't want to work more than 2 days a week in the office. I want to put more time into the online community.
Okay.
How does that feel for you? Because it's really been difficult for me, it's because, everything I do, I'm a holistic healer. I'm also a clinical mental health counselor, which I can do telehealth, but I'm trying to kind of shift over to doing the holistic mental health
Okay.
online as a coach rather than as an actual service provider in the clinical mental health zone to reach outside of my state.
Okay.
Local.
Okay. So you're asking me like,
How does it? Yeah, does that sound like a way to shift from my brick and mortar to no? So help me. No.
Oh no. I said yeah. I said sorry. I didn't say no. So, so for you, right? That's a great problem to have, right? You're saying, hey, I have this business that's doing successful, right? I need to move on. I want to do this, which is a good problem, which is a really good problem to have, right?
Yeah.
So like, I think I remember you and I talked about, I remember, and now kind of remember your messages, right? Like about being short on time and everything, right? So
yeah.
what I would, I do think that's a good rate, like method, like not to really take on the in-person anymore. If you want to, you could just charge like a high premium for it to make it worth your time. That's number one. Like, hey, like if you want me to come on in, this is what I got to charge you. If not, cool. Like you're fine with it anyways, right? What I would do if I was you is any of your spare time, make some content and then do some paid ads with that. And then that way the money's doing the work for you. It sounds like you have it there. Like you kind of like have it. I would just up the price if they want to come to, in person
Into the office.
the
Right.
office, and then the online stuff, make some posts, but utilize paid ads and then have that running for you. That way, eventually you can just have the brick and mortar running for you. That's honestly my advice for you. But it sounds like
Okay.
you're doing solid. So, I mean, I would just recommend that.
Yeah. I've been following Dan since 2023, although I can't afford to pay him right now.
Don't worry about it.
His one-on-one prices, but I've learned so much And so I'm just kind of like, when I have the moment, I take the time and I do the work and
Sweet.
I implement the next thing that I can implement. So that's what I'm doing. And it's working.
That's
It's just
awesome.
now I'm like, I'm really trying to get that shift completely over.
Awesome. Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. Just that's what I would do if I was you. So you're doing good. Solid.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, awesome. I got time for one more question, guys. One more. So go ahead and raise your hand if you got one more question. Go ahead and raise your hand.
I don't know how to raise my hand.
Oh, you're
on
totally
the
fine.
thing, but can I?
What's going on?
Am I in?
You're in. I can hear you. What's good?
Selected. Thanks.
You've been
Um,
chosen.
Yeah. This is my first time on this, and I just saw it pop up, so I appreciate the advice and the feedback
course.
and all the stuff, conversations today. They've been really great.
Sweet.
My question is more about mindset, actually. I've been building up my business for about 4 or 5 years, and done pretty well. It's a mix between doing brand films and then storytelling consulting
Okay.
for businesses. And I'm really eager to get into the high ticket space. And what's been challenging is that I've been like, it's honestly like I'm looking for the right person to invest in. And
Yeah.
I was just asking openly, like there's so many different avenues and so many different promises and so many different things that it just gets so overwhelming. And I get kind of like kind of caught in this loop of like, do I do ads? And then I go and find somebody that's posting on LinkedIn and saying LinkedIn's the way to do it. And
Yeah.
then this is the way to do it. So I get caught in such like insane overwhelm, and I want it to be simple.
Yeah.
And the other thing with just mindset is that for me, it's so insanely possible to build a business up to 30, 40, 50K a month. I see it all.
Yeah.
I understand it. And I've actually helped other businesses get there. But I haven't had that for myself at all.
That's deep.
And
Okay.
I feel like I'm lifting people up to a place that I haven't even been. And I know the answer is kind of like you need somebody there to help you, but then I come and re-enter my world, and like nobody around me in my life believes even like 10K a month online is possible. So I fall back into that world, and it's just like it's been this kind of cycle. And then I go, what do I do? And there's like a million different options, and I'm just like, man, I'm like a little overwhelmed and just kind of curious of your take on everything I just blurted out there.
I appreciate you being vulnerable, and you're not the only one probably thinking that. There's probably people on this call, and it's in the people that I'm on this call that are thinking that, right? So, like mindset stuff, like there's some people in the paid community that know about this, like like Dan's like a big believer, like limiting beliefs, like crushing those, like really like
Yeah.
before you even want to get like a 10, 20, 30K a month plus coaching business, you got to be able to believe it, right? Because that's number one, right? Like I never believed that I would be even, for example, like you had asked me a couple months ago, I was like, hey, like, you're gonna start a coaching business online, and a guy who's won the school games 3 times is gonna say, hey, do you want to work with me and learn everything that I'm doing? I would have been like, first I would say, you're fucking lying. Second of all, I would have been like, fuck, let's do this, right? I would have never thought that, but I would have believed it was possible though, if you would have told me. So like number one, like believe it's possible. 1,000% is, right? If you've worked with people, like it's possible. It really, really is. Like honestly, guys, like I'll be like, I'm a straight shooter. What I'm about to tell you guys, right? Is to me, I firmly believe it's never been easier to build a successful online coaching business, but there's never been more distractions. Like think about like this, like you guys are all probably talking to me on your computer, your phone. Like think about this, like you have the power right now to make one post, the right post, one right ad, and it can generate you thousands of dollars or potentially generate you thousands of dollars. Like think about like that, like have that framework. Like right now, like I'm recording this on my phone, right? And I'm going to post it, and it has opportunity to bring in a bunch of new people. So like that's the power right now. Like the power right now, you can make one post. All you guys, Omar, Joshua, Christy, like everyone on this call, like that's the power you have right now. Like accept that. Like be like, excuse my language, like fuck, I can do this. Like you can. Like you could do this. Like you really can. Okay? Like, I'm a ghetto kid. I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the gutter. Like, I'm a fucking grew up poor, like really poverty. Like, I was, yeah, evicted from my house when I was a kid. Like, I grew up in all that. And like, by the glory of God and like, where I'm at right now, like, that's because like I was like, you know what? Like, I was like, limiting beliefs. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna freaking do it. No matter where you guys are from, you guys can do it. You guys can fucking do it. I get a little passionate because I genuinely mean that. Right? So 1000% you can do that. And I'm not, these calls are meant to be give, but I will tell everybody on this call, like everybody on this call right now. Some of the people, you guys are in the paid community, so awesome. Okay. I firmly believe like what Quantum Coaches has done for me has completely changed my life. Like, completely changed my life. Working with Dan, and even before I was working with him, like just his content alone in the low ticket, like his signature offers. Some of you guys have an offer problem, right? Some of you guys have already taken it. The signature offer course was the first one that I took that helped me get aligned to my offer. Then all the limiting beliefs training, the non-negotiables, and then you got the content stuff. It's an absolute great thing. So, Greg, what I would recommend for you and everyone on here, right? These calls are every Tuesday at 10, and they are, guess what? Completely free, because you guys are my homies now. Okay. I invite you guys to, like, if you guys are able to, join the low ticket community. Come join us, see what's popping. And who, like, right now, like, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. But like, Greg, I invite you to like join the low ticket community. It's a $2.99.
Yeah.
When you guys join, if you guys join after this call, let me know, and I'll send you the exact courses that you need to get you clarity. And to get you, it gave me a little goosebumps right now, to get you like believing that like you can fucking do it. Like, you can. If a ghetto kid from East Los Angeles can do it, California, you can do it. So, yeah. If you have any, yeah, of course, shoot me a message after this if you have any questions. But I invite you, Greg, after this call to take action, to bet on yourself. And if you need anybody on here, I invite you guys, take that leap, and I'll send you the exact course that you guys need. And if not, if you guys need more, if you have some more questions, shoot me a message. And I invite you, all the training that's in the free community is absolutely great as well. But that's what I would recommend for you guys. Friendly reminder, these calls are every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you guys, if you guys want more of the training, you guys want more stuff, shoot me a message. But like I said, that invitation is for everyone. I will see you guys next Tuesday at 10 a.m. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to you guys. Till we see you again. Peace out, guys.